Sonoplastics. Customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sonoplastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sonoplastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Welcome to a world of classical packaging. At Shanghai, our safe and hygiene dustbin ranging from the small closet bin sizes to large rollable industrial and community bin sizes. Decked with perfect functioning pedals, our paint containers are carefully prepared for their global journey, always prioritizing your safety every step of the way. Our array of various Tampa event plastic paint containers are the industry's #1, making them the most sought after choice. Proudly Nigeria. Welcome to a world of classical packaging. At Shanghai, our safe and hygiene dustbin ranging from the small closet bin sizes to large rollable industrial and community bin sizes. Decked with perfect functioning pedals, our paint containers are carefully prepared for their global journey, always prioritizing your safety every step of the way. Our array of various Tampa event plastic paint containers are the industry's #1, making them the most sought after choice. Proudly Nigeria.
Good evening, you're welcome to Weekend Delights on NTA Abeokuta. My name is Lekon Agbode. This evening we have interesting reports that we want to give to you for your delight. But before we move ahead, let's go on a short break. We'll come back for the packages. Welcome back. Let's go on the flight right away. A new chapter has begun in the administration of African Church Cathedral Ita Iyalode Owu Abeokuta as a 15-member executive committee has been inaugurated as sworn in to serve as cathedral officers for the Ogun Province Abeokuta Diocese. Performing the inauguration during a special Sunday service, the diocesan Archbishop Solomon Ojumo charged the newly sworn-in officers to discharge their responsibilities with diligence, commitment, and unwavering dedication to the service of God and humanity. Details in this package. Though solemn in atmosphere, the service was richly adorned with songs of praise, worship, and thanksgiving, creating an inspiring setting for the newly inaugurated officers as they formally took up their responsibilities as committed soldiers of Christ. The inauguration ceremony featured the administration of oaths, laying on of hands, anointing, and decoration with official robes. Those sworn in include Prince Adegboyega Adeyinka as Cathedral People's Warden, Prince Kunle Ademuyiwa as Provost's Warden, Mrs. Funmilayo Adetono as Cathedral Secretary, Evangelist Olufunmilayo Adedeji as Treasurer, and Mr. Oluwasegun Kaksin Cole as Financial Secretary. Others are Mrs. Abosede Adesanya and Mr. Oluwakayode Adedeji as Vergers, Mrs. Olubisi Bankole as Cathedral Auditor, Mr. Wolabi Akepelu and Mr. Gbenga Ogunde as public relations officers, and Mrs. Dada Dedeji as vestry secretary. Barrister Kehinde Adeniyi was inaugurated as legal advisor, while Evangelist Oluwakemi Bangboye, Mr. Olutunde Olabode, and Mr. Olusegun Bankole were sworn in as cathedral trustees. The diocesan bishop, the Most Reverend Solomon Ojumu, reminded the newly sworn-in officers that leadership within the church is a sacred trust. He urged them to remain faithful, dedicated, and conscious of their accountability to God, who rewards every labor according to its worth.
They should be accountable to God and to the humanity. That's why they should render their services to God and to human being. And I admonish them that they should be an example to others in all good things, so that their own tenure will witness a resounding success in every ramification.
One of the invited guests, Mr. Segun Okpadokun, also offered words of counsel, encouraging the officers to discharge their duties with humility, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the growth of God's kingdom.
I advise them to carry everybody along and see their position as to come and serve God and humanity. And I pray to God, God will help them.
Speaking on behalf of the newly inaugurated officers, the Cathedral People's Warden, Prince Adegboyega Adeyinka, expressed gratitude for the confidence reposed in them and pledged the committee's commitment to serving God and humanity with diligence and devotion.
We want to contribute our own part, our own bit, to the development of this great cathedral, to bring people back to God in the area of evangelism, to minister Christ to people, and to affect life positively, even and our children, and to fear God. So these are the cardinal areas we want to focus, and also how to drive the investment area for the church.
The newly sworn-in cathedral officers are expected to serve a 2-year tenure, during which they will oversee the administrative and spiritual affairs of the cathedral in line with the mission and vision of the African Church. In Abeokuta, Lekan.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo is advocating early screening, detection, and treatment of ailments to prevent diseases in the lives of people, especially the aged. The former president was speaking when a group, Lagos to the World Initiative, paid him a courtesy visit to flag off an healthcare advocacy expedition to other parts of Africa. Hakim Jimo reports.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. I give you this key of the car.
That was the symbolic presentation of car keys by former President Olusegun Obasanjo to the founder of the healthcare-related advocacy group, signifying the readiness of the group to take an early screening, detection, and treatment of prostate cancer advocacy from Nigeria to Accra in Ghana, while emphasizing the need for early screening of ailments for proper management. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo canvassed for regular exercise and constant medical examinations to prevent ailments in the lives of the people, especially the aged.
That's what I call DREAMS. D, diet, R, rest, E, exercise, and M, medical. And that medical is what you say, that if the test shows early that you have symptoms, it can be treated.
The team leader of the group, Uzoma Eric Nwagu, says members of the healthcare advocacy group are in Ogun State to draw inspiration and wealth of experience from the former president as the father of African culture, civilization, and modernization.
And you find that many people don't do testing. So with my partner Zuri Health, we're conducting free prostate cancer screenings. And I really commend them, because not only are they just doing screenings, but they're checking your blood sugar, they're checking your BMI, body mass index, and they're checking your blood pressure. So we're doing that. We've done one in Lagos.
The team leader, who acknowledged that the group is advocating early detection of prostate cancer in the lives of people, confirmed that 2 of his family members lost their lives to prostate cancer. Hence, he is spreading the advocacy to the length and breadth of Africa and by extension the entire world. In Abeokuta,
Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has met with families of victims recently abducted in the Orire local government area of the state, appealing for patience, understanding, and cooperation as the government intensifies efforts to secure their release. The governor met with the families, community leaders, and residents at the open field of Ahoro Eshinele La Basic School. Grace Ayonleke has more.
Acknowledging that words alone cannot ease the pain and anxiety being experienced by the affected families, Governor Seyi Makinde pledged to push beyond every limit to achieve a successful rescue mission. At the emotionally tensed meeting, the governor revealed that nearly 200 operatives of the Western Security Network, codenamed Amotekun, have lost their lives in the course of combating security challenges across the state, disclosing that since the abduction occurred, he has been holding security meetings twice daily and working closely with security agencies to facilitate the victims' safe return.
The people that we're dealing with, they are not normal people. I want your cooperation. We will continue to put in all the efforts, and I give you the assurance we will bring them out.
With emotions running high, Professor Wole Alamu, husband of the abducted school principal, and Mrs. Fumilayo Ojo, whose daughter-in-law and 4 grandchildren are among those being held captive, as well as other relatives of the victims, pleaded with the governor to do everything within his power to secure the safe return of their loved ones.
It's very disheartening and depressing.
While the families and communities are deeply hurt by the incident, the governor, sharing in their grief and concern, acknowledged that regardless of any grievances or demands the abductors may have, their actions remain cruel, unacceptable, and inhumane. From Esiele in Oyo State, Grace Ayonleke, NTA News.
Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted consignment of highly potency illicit drugs concealed in water purifiers shipped to Lagos from the Netherlands. Salwa Kali Ibrahim reports the seizure is part of multiple interdictions carried out by NDLA across the country in the past week.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency operatives have seized 3 kilograms of ketamine and 199 grams of ecstasy pills concealed in water purifiers at a courier company in Lagos. The consignment was shipped into the country from the Netherlands. In Kaduna, operatives arrested a couple and another suspect after recovering 100 jumbo bags of skunk from their home in Gonengora. Separately, officers on patrol along the Abuja-Kaduna highway at Jere intercepted a 30-year-old suspect with 380 rounds of military-grade 7.62mm ammunition heading to Katsina. The suspect and exhibit have been handed over to the appropriate security agency for necessary action. In Niger State, NDLEA raided a warehouse at Gidankuka, Boso local government area following credible intelligence. Operatives recovered 457 kilograms of skunk and arrested a suspect at his residence in connection with the seizure. While in Enugu, operatives on patrol along the Onitsha-Enugu Expressway intercepted a Taraba state-bound commercial vehicle. They recovered 22,000 tramadol pills, 100 ampoules of pentazocine, and 200 grams of bromazepam and arrested a suspect. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
For the latest stories making headlines in the world of sports, let's now join Suleiman Musa for sports updates.
following their impressive 3-0 victory over Jamaica's Reggae Boys to successfully retain the Unity Cup title, Nigeria Super Eagles have now shifted focus to their international friendly against Poland in Warsaw on June 3. Head coach Eric Chelle, speaking at the post-match press conference, expressed satisfaction with the team's progress and highlighted the improvements made since taking charge as the Super Eagles continue preparations for future international assignments.
Once again, if I have some time, I will give everything for this national team, but the football is the football. And every day I try to improve, like a man and like a coach. So.
Elsewhere, Arsenal's dream of winning a first-ever UEFA Champions League title ended in heartbreak after a penalty shootout defeat to defending champions Paris Saint-Germain in the final in Budapest. The Gunners made a perfect start when Kai Havertz fired them into the lead in the 6th minute. However, PSG responded strongly and found an equalizer through Ousmane Dembele, forcing the contest into penalty after the match ended 1-1. The French champions held their nerve in the shootout, winning 4-3 to successfully defend their title, while Arsenal's wait for European glory continues despite recently clinching the Premier League crown. And finally to athletics, Nigeria's Ifeoluwa Roda Adisa has once again rewritten national record books in the women's 800 meters, clocking 2 minutes 1.54 seconds at the NCAA East Regionals in Arkansas. The performance saw Adisa break the national record she had set just 2 weeks earlier at the SEC Championships. However, despite the remarkable achievement, she narrowly missed qualification for the NCAA Championships by a single position. Meanwhile, fellow Nigerian athletes Chioma Nwachukwu secured her place at the NCAA Championships after finishing second in her women's 400 meters quarterfinal with a time of 51.48 seconds. Nwachukwu crossed the line behind Sanaria Butler, who won the heat in 50.77 seconds, but her performance was enough to earn qualification for the championship finals. For Sport Update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
Weekend Delight continues after this timeout. Don't go.
No worries, I go make am. Mogo Bible.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
Sona Martins Limited presents glucose syrup. Glucose syrup extracted from locally sourced sorghum and corn into a liquefied sugar of natural origin. Sona Martins glucose syrup is gluten-free and tastes yummy. That's why it is the most sought after glucose syrup by commercial food production companies as a sweetener, thickener, and moisture retaining agent. As it doesn't crystallize, it is used in production of candy, beer, fondant, and certain canned food, and pre-made baked goods like biscuit and cookies. Sona Martins glucose syrup is made by Sona Martins Limited. Sona Martins glucose syrup, king in liquefied sugar.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Weekend Delight continues. We move to Ijebu-Ode. Ijebu-Ode was agog as thousands of beautifully adorned men, women, youth, and cultural enthusiasts from all walks of life converged on the ancient town for the 2026 Ojudioba Festival. The globally celebrated festival remained a rallying point for all sons and daughters of Ijebu land as a bond strengthening communal identities and foster connections among the people, home and in the diaspora. Anthony Gardono reports that this year's celebrations, as usual, transformed the city into a vibrant display of color, glamour, heritage, and tradition.
The annual cultural celebration came alive with spectacular horse riding processions, highly embroidered attires, rhythmic traditional musics, and elegant performances by the Regbe groups, reaffirming Ojudioba's status as one of the Africa's most iconic cultural festivals. Sons and daughters of Ijebuland, visitors, tourists, dignitaries across Nigeria and the diaspora gathered to witness the colorful spectacle which blended tradition, fashion, unity, and cultural pride in grand style. Speaking at the event, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun and the chairman of Awujale Interregnum Administrative Council, Dr. Sonny Kuku, described Ojudioba as a powerful symbol of peaceful coexistence, communal harmony, and cultural sophistication.
This festival has become not only a cultural asset, but also a major economic platform for Ijebuland and Ogun State by extension.
With the Ojudioba now, we are now also having what you call the Ijebu developmental agenda. So as every year people come, things have changed.
Prominent personalities including the coordinator Ojudioba Festival, Professor Fasi Yusuf, among others, noted that this year's edition was particularly emotional and historic.
This is a gift of the Ijebu to the country and to the world in terms of religious tolerance, accommodation, peaceful coexistence.
Even though we still mourn our Kabesi, we are hoping by this time of next year, a brand new Kabesi Awujale will be installed.
This year's Ojudioba Festival carries profound significance as it is the first celebration since the glorious transition of the revered monarch Oba Sikiru Kayode Adetono, whose remarkable reshaped and strengthened the institution of traditional rulership in Nigeria. In Ijebu-Ode, Anthony Gardono, NTA News.
As critical reforms embarked upon by the Bola Tinubu administration continue to yield more resources and drive growth across the subnationals, the fortune of Nigerian women are said to be better. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu stated this at the APC Women's Mega Rally in Abeokuta, where she also announced a 50,000 naira business support grant to 2,000 women. State House correspondent Adeniyi Taiwo brings us details of the one-day working visit to the state.
It is about 20 days to the off-cycle gubernatorial election in Ekiti State, and as expected, Abeokuta, the capital, is buzzing with activities with women who are critical stakeholders, eager and ready to have their say. For the women wing of the ruling All Progressives Congress in the state, the arrival of Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu is a major boost for the re-election bid of their party, with the incumbent Biodun Oyebanji as the flag bearer. At the Ekiti Parapọ̀ Pavilion, where they converged for the APC Women's Mega Rally, their voices echoing their enthusiasm to re-elect the governor and President Bola Tinubu were loud.
If you love us, you should stand on your mandate. It's time for us to stand on my own mandate in Ekiti. Come to 20th.
Reflecting on their call, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu says a good turn deserves another and lauded Governor Biodun Oyebanji for addressing the expectations of women in the state. With the gains of the ongoing reforms in various states, President Bola Tinubu, she notes, is working to improve their laws.
I have instructed the wife of your governor to carry out an empowerment of 50,000 naira business support grants for 2,000 women, courtesy of RHI.
We have promised that in January we will give Daddy 700,000 votes. That is our desire.
Earlier, the First Lady inaugurated the pilot phase of the Third Fund RHI ICT Experience Center at Ekiti State University, Ado-Ekiti, ahead of 5 others in the remaining geopolitical zones, while 15 other tertiary institutions are set to benefit in the next phase.
So we'll be doing a sum of 200 million, a male graduating student and the best female. So we'll do that. It will be under Renewed Hope Initiative.
At an engagement with the State Traditional Rulers Council, the First Lady reassured them of federal government's commitment to fighting insecurity, leveraging collaboration with other nations.
We can't give up on Nigeria. Nigeria is too great for us to be intimidated. Challenges will come, but they are surmountable.
If it can be that this the law that will establish state police who will now be allowed to carry AK-47 to meet these criminals, let that be, please.
The First Lady has since departed for Abuja. From Ado-Ekiti, Adeni Itaiwo, NTA News.
And that concludes Weekend Delight for this evening. Join us next week, Sunday, for fresh edition of Weekend Delight on NTA Abeokuta. Until then, bye for now.
Sona Malting Industries has been specially produced and packaged for the benefits of the family. Made from locally sourced sorghum, Agrovita is filling. It is nourishing, just as it is a delight. Oh yes, Agrovita staple milk is rich in magnesium and other essential vitamins and minerals. It is smooth, easy to prepare, and you can enjoy it with any soup of your choice. Egusi, ogbono, edinkaikon, atama. Mouth-watering delicacy. You can also use Sona Agrovita to bake bread, cake, and other confectionaries. Enjoy Sona Agrovita with your family. Sona Agrovita, quality products from Sona Malting Limited. Sona Agrovita, the healthy family's choice.
Sona Maltings Limited presents glucose syrup. Glucose syrup extracted from locally sourced sorghum and corn into a liquefied sugar of natural origin. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is gluten-free and tastes yummy. That's why it is the most sought-after glucose syrup by commercial food production companies as a sweetener, thickener, and moisture-retaining agent. As it doesn't crystallize, it is used in production of candy, beer, fondant, and certain canned food, and pre-made baked goods like brisket and cookies. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is made by Sona Maltings Limited. Sona Maltings glucose syrup, king in liquefied sugar.
Step into the world of Shanghai Palette, the heartbeat of Nigeria's palette landscape, where creativity and precision unite from the very beginning. Every palette is a masterpiece, crafted with precision by our dedicated technicians at Shanghai, where precision is not just a standard but a way of life. Promising excellence that is 100% sourced and proudly produced right here in Nigeria. Choose Shanghai products where precision meets pride.
Proudly Nigerian.
Shanghai Palette, where quality meets the spirit of craftsmanship.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.